Hi there everyone, welcome to DM Car Reviews. Today we're driving a 2010 Nissan Murano on the channel. I want to say a huge thank you to Automotion Inc. in Chantilly, Virginia for providing me this car. I will leave all the information in the right hand corner side of the screen, so if you're interested in buying this car, reach out to them. But let's get this Murano fired up and let's go take a look outside. I've been looking for one of these for a while. So the cool part, this is the SL model, which was almost the top of the line before the Platinum. I gotta say, I've always vibed with the design of the Murano. I thought, you know, it's a good looking car. It's just really nice. It looks good. Nice and bubbly. Kind of has some Infiniti inspirations. It's good. Now here in the back, we got leather. Everything is soft to touch. We got nice silver plastic like in the FX. So surprisingly, these were well-made cars on the interiors. So I'm sure there's a way to adjust the seat here. I just got to figure out how. I think there's got to be like a lever. I know there's one, I just don't know where it is, but you know, I'm 6'2", even if the seat is not adjusted, you know, there's still plenty of space for me. We got a dual panoramic sunroof, armrest, quilted leather. This is a nice cushy place to be in. It feels good. Not an auto lift gate. Where is it? Nope. Very easy to lift, doesn't require much effort. Good proper trunk, so you can put a lot of stuff here. Really good stuff. Now under the hood, you're gonna find the 3.5 liter VQ V6. And this is a great motor. It sounds good. It's got good power, especially on the freeway. I really don't understand why Nissan ditched it and went with the 4-cylinder. There we go. So here, you're gonna find keyless access on the front doors. Again, everything is really nice. Seats have held up well for 166,000 miles. So has the steering wheel. It's not faded, it's perforated. It feels good in my hands. Now this one does not have the navigation package, but it does have the same screen as the FX35 did. And look at that, how neat is that? Nope. So how do I close this? I'm not sure actually. So wait, this is closed, this is open. Okay, you gotta hold it. I see. Sweet, sweet, sweet. This is neat. Slides. We got heated seats. A backup camera, but it's covered by the tag. Let's do a washer test, horn test. An extendable visor, lighted visor, compass, and with home link. So you know, some good features in this car. It's definitely pretty well loaded. Decent U-turn radius, it's not bad. And it actually responds to the throttle pretty well. It's pretty instant. No delay, no lag. a very smooth car. So, you know, when you're giving it a little bit of throttle gently, there's no jerks. Has a pleasant growl down below, so really good. It doesn't necessarily want to cling to redline. There we go. There we go. You got to really press that clicker, the back of the pedal, to get it to move. But still, nevertheless, not bad. Once it hits the red line, it goes. Really good on the power once it's in the red line. Brakes are nice and soft. Now, one thing I will say with the CVT is if you're trying to maneuver quickly at low speeds, really not the best transmission to do that, because by the time you punch it, by the time it spins out, the gap will close. So you want something more instant. So what is L mode? So L mode will, So L mode, yeah, helps out a little bit to keep the RPMs up. I'm not sure if you should be using it on a regular basis though. But at 60, feels nice and relaxed. Good soundproofing. It's a quiet cabin. If you're intending to drive this car casually, in a chill fashion, this is amazing. It's so relaxing. The AC is ice cold too, and I see we also have a 6 CD changer, which is cool. Now my 0 to 60 predictions are probably going to be anywhere between 8 to 9 seconds, especially in this weather today. It is a hotter day, so it is pretty hot. So the older CVT in the Murano here, it doesn't necessarily like to spin out quickly. Like, it really starts to get to redline when you're already going at virtually highway speed. And that's the thing with some of these older Nissans, is that even the Murano that was in 2015, 2016, still the same thing. It was still very slow to rev out. So it would need like 50, 60 miles per hour just to get up to redline. But once it's at redline, it does push pretty well. right, well, let's go do a 0 to 60 test up next and see how quick this Murano is. Well, so here we have it, 8.39 seconds on a pretty warm day with the AC running. Not bad. It's definitely not worse than the generation after it, so very similar on the performance. So once you're going about 65, 70 and you punch it, that's when it really starts to give out some good power. But otherwise, you know, very respectable. Just like I initially thought it was going to be about 8 to 9 seconds. So, not bad at all. Now, as far as driver engagement, definitely nowhere near the FX35. The FX35 is just so much more fun to drive. It's way more engaging, way more sporty, and sounds so much better. But the Murano is just a good suburban SUV that will get you to soccer practice, get your kids to soccer practice, shopping, comfortable, practical, spacious. And the soundproofing isn't worse than you'd find in an Infiniti, so it's very on par. So as far as luxury, you're not really losing out on much. It's just the driving dynamics and the feel. The 7-speed is way more fun. It feels like a sportier car. Whereas this drives more like an SUV, whereas the FX drives more like a lifted G37. So, but this still drives pretty well, but it feels like a bigger car. I like the brakes here; they're very good, very nice brakes. Look at that behind us. An older motorcycle with a seat on the side. How cool is that? Holy moly. That's awesome. Well, folks, this summarizes today's test drive. I did enjoy driving this Murano. It's a cool experience. I don't think I've even really driven like this body style. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, what you thought about this car. Personally, this is not like what I prefer for an SUV driving experience wise, but it is very nice for just, you know, like a normal everyday SUV to get your errands done. I think it's great for that. Very comfortable, very smooth, but definitely nothing sporty. Make sure to smash that like and subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and till next time.